What's up, everyone? It's Hey John. And have you seen what is going on with Solana and the DeFi app called Solend? This is wow. I mean, in a word, it's ridiculous. The whole point of DeFi is to not have someone be able to control your account. So what happened exactly with Solend and why is it so ridiculous? Let's go ahead and talk about this. A crypto lending app tried to take over a whale account to stop it from collapsing the system. Solend, a DeFi app on Solana, there is a whale that deposited over 95% of the value of Solana onto Solend, and Solend is essentially a DAO where you can do things automatically, right? Where nobody has control of it. There's no one in the middle to do this and that. It is supposed to be a DAO, a decentralized autonomous object that does what it's supposed to do. What happened there? So some of the DAO developers said, oh wow, this is a really big whale and they're leveraging tons of money here. And what happens if they get a margin call? Well, not only will that sink Solana, that will also sink Solend. And what would happen to Solend if this happens? Well, most likely it'll evaporate. We've seen BlockFi laying off people. We've seen Crypto.com laying off people. We've seen 3 Arrows pretty much getting liquidated. We've seen all sorts of crazy things in the past month during the quote-unquote bear market. You saw Terra Luna collapsed. Right after that, what was next? Well, it was Celsius. That was what's next. Now we're seeing tons of uncertainty in the cryptocurrency market, especially in DeFi. And what's the whole point of DeFi? To have decentralized finance. Now, what happened with this Solend protocol? What did they do? Solend Labs is a bad precedent in DeFi. They are proposing to take over user wallets so the liquidation can be executed via OTC. This is a bad idea for several reasons. This is pretty wild. The Solend team wants to take over the whale's account and execute the liquidation themselves. The whale's position is so degenerate that if Sol drops too low, it will create cascading liquidations across the DEX books and potentially bad debt DeFi. Well, folks, this DAO is not supposed to be able to do this, and they put a vote saying, hey guys, let's do a vote on Sunday when nobody's paying attention and let's close it up ASAP. So all of a sudden, Solend had some power to do what they want to do. But of course, you know, the Twitter people, they came out immediately and they're saying, what is this? This is ridiculous, because the whole point of DeFi is to have nobody controlling your crypto. But what's happening, folks? People are putting their money into these third-party exchanges and these other lending types of institutions, and thereby they have control of your money because you're putting it in there, because you can leverage it and do all sorts of fun things with that to make more money or lose tons of money very fast. After the backlash, we basically saw another vote and it was unanimous. 95% people said yes, heck no, Solend, keep your grubby hands off of the user's crypto. If he or she wants to sink their account, let them do it. You should have no powers to do that. And what is OTC? OTC means over the counter, which means that they can trade peer-to-peer and you're trading off of an exchange, which means that if you trade peer-to-peer, you would have no impact on the prices because the prices are affected on the centralized exchanges on the books. So think of this more as a back-end deal where you trade from Joe to John instead of, say, Crypto.com to John. But see here, the difference is that when you sell or buy on Crypto.com, a central exchange, well, you affect the price. No matter how big or small you are, you affect the price with your buys and sells. Now, if you do order counter, Joe to John, it's basically me handing it to you in person and nobody knows about it. And what I mean by this, when I say nobody knows about it, I'm referring to no actual centralized exchange booking and having price action there. Thereby, it will not affect the price action. So there are a few very important points here. One is DeFi should not be able to do this, especially a quote-unquote last-minute vote to control someone's account to help them with the liquidation process. Number two, Solend is having issues with their debt management because their protocol isn't as sound as it seems, because now they're saying, oh, you know what? We need some human intervention because we didn't anticipate this and that. Well, you should have thought of that before you started implementing the protocol, because these are possibilities. And if you did not do your due diligence, you should not have the ability to sync someone's account due to your, I would say, negligence. Because in cryptocurrency, not everyone tests their products, not everyone goes into deep detail of what to do and what do we do in this situation, in this situation, in this situation. The thing here is that you always need to pay attention to your protocol. You always need to look for worst case and best case scenarios, and you need to have a plan in place, and you need to build your protocol around that in order to avoid these situations. And the most important thing here is that DeFi is getting their name tarnished, because it is no longer decentralized finance. If someone can quote unquote vote with a midnight vote and just go and grab your account and do what they want to do with it, and when you wake up, you're like, hey, where did my money go? That's a good question. Let me go ahead and email tech support. Let me go ahead and email customer support, because you know the majority of these things, they do not have a number to call. And if you're lucky to even chat with someone, it's going to be someone from another country, and to get your point across is going to be a headache. So this is one of the challenges with cryptocurrency as of the moment. I saw this article and I saw what's going on, and I was just flabbergasted. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Leave me a comment down below with your reaction on this. Do you think it was right? Do you think it was wrong? Do you think that a decentralized finance app should have the ability to take over your account? I, for one, say heck no, that should never ever be a case. Even in the stock market, there is no entity in the world that can come in and take over your account and just do what they want with it and liquidate it as they please. Because isn't cryptocurrency supposed to be the free market? Isn't decentralized finance supposed to be what the US government is supposed to be? We're supposed to have free markets. We're supposed to have free will. We're supposed to be able to do what we want to do, whether it's good or bad for us. But now we're seeing all of these third-party interventions because they are all worried about themselves, and it could be at your expense. This is the main reason why I keep on harping, folks. I keep on harping. Move your money off of central exchanges onto your own DeFi wallets. Yes, your own DeFi wallets. Be the gatekeeper of your cryptocurrency. Be your own central bank. And make sure you keep your keys safe, because you are responsible for your assets and funds and your financial jeopardy. Please make sure you guys go ahead, subscribe, share, and like these videos. I've noticed over 60% of you guys don't subscribe, and it really does help the channel out. And I appreciate you guys for all your support. And I wish you all a very good day, and I will catch you all on the next one. Shh.